What is going on with you, man? I hope you had a great Halloween and everything. So, did you get the thing? What do you mean you don't know? In the zombie deck profile, I told you to save me Hershey cookies and cream. Oh, you thought I was playing? No, I'm serious, man. You not even gonna look out for your boy, your dog, your homie, your comadre? I tell you what, I'll make you a deal. All is forgiven if you hook your boy up with some Phantom Rage cards. I'm not asking them for free, I'll buy them. Vegas has no Phantom Rage right now. Phantom Rage is set up to be a game changer in the current Yu-Gi-Oh meta, with decks like Phantom Knights and Zodiac getting huge support. I personally think that they're going to be some really high tier decks. The cool thing about Phantom Rage is that it also changes the landscape of the meta. There are some Yu-Gi-Oh decks that you should not, and I mean should not, underestimate. These decks are still really powerful too. A deck that players often underestimate is the Zombie World strategy. Now, the Zombie World strategy is centered around two critical pieces, one being Zombie World, which turns every monster on the field and graveyard into zombie, and also prevents a player from tribute summoning unless it's a zombie. The other card is Doom King Raidraptor, which could special summon itself from the graveyard to the side of the field, as long as there is a field spell present during the standby phase. Something that Zombie World is, huh? Never would have thought. Coincidentally, Doom King Raidraptor can also banish a card on the field or graveyard when a zombie monster is activated, and can also negate the effect of a zombie monster, something that Zombie World does. Zombie World against the top contending meta decks can really hurt strategies like Rocket Dragon Link, Inferno Knight, Dino, and of course Zodiac. It also has an interesting interaction with Alpha the Master of Beasts, as you do need to bounce Beast Warriors, and Winged Beasts to be able to resolve the card's effect. Kinda hard to do when Zombie World is on the field. Now, Zombie World isn't without its weaknesses. The first thing I want to point out is consistency. Just by sheer numbers, opening a starter plus a Zombie World is something that isn't always practical, and that's where the deck can really struggle. And then the next problem would be keeping Zombie World on the field. With so many counters to face up spell cards, if you do lose your Zombie World in the middle of a turn, you are seriously the walking dead. If you want to see a competitive zombie deck profile, then you're in luck. Go ahead and check out this video right here. Also, make sure you either bring me Hershey cookies and cream bars or bring me the cards from Phantom Rage. I'll have a list link down below. I'm not playing. I feel that the Raidraptor strategy is a strategy that players just don't pay attention to. I mean, it did get support in the Phantom Rage set, but players just seem to completely ignore it in favor of Phantom Knights. The Raidraptor strategy is not bad Black Wings, by the way. I'm tired of hearing that Black Wings deserve better. I mean, Raidraptors deserve better. They kind of both deserve better, so it's like, come on now. Raidraptors are a heavy Xseed centric deck that focuses on being able to rank up into some really powerful Xseed monsters. Your boss monster is easily Raidraptor Ultimate Falcon, which is 3500 attack and unaffected by all other card effects. People will often summon Raidraptor Ultimate Falcon when cards like Waking the Dragon would be destroyed, but this card actually is so much more. By detaching one material, all of your opponent's monsters lose 1000 attack, and their cards and effects cannot be activated. Also, if it has a Raidraptor monster on it as material, during the end phase, you can make your opponent's monsters lose 1000 attack, and if they control no monsters, they take 1000 damage. The Raidraptor strategy not only has access to a card like that with its full abilities, it also can make monsters like Cyber Dragon Infinity, Samorglock, and any rank 4 in the game. Not to mention Zeus's Batteries does make its debut inside of this set, something that the Raidraptor strategy can take full advantage of. I personally feel that every strategy in the meta can struggle against Raidraptor if it gets going, but the problem with Raidraptors is getting it going. The new Raidraptor cards do help a lot, but Raidraptor is still susceptible to hand traps. I still do think that this is a deck that you should not underestimate because it will take your lunch. Kind of like how birds take your food. I'm still mad at that pigeon that took my food. I was thoroughly surprised when I figured out that Salamangreats were really good in Yu-Gi-Oh! I thought cards like Ice Dragon's Prison and Red Eye's Dark Dragoon pushed the strategy away, but it kinda didn't. The Salamangreat strategy is a combo control deck, something that this entire meta is built on. Its main advantage card is Salamangreat Sunlight Wolf. This is going to be the card that everyone's going to be looking to stop. Mainly because anytime a monster is summoned to its link arrow, or if it's second summoned, that means if you summoned it using itself, you can add one Salamangreat spell or trap card from your graveyard to your hand. Its home run card is Access Code Talker, and boy, this card is really good. Being able to destroy multiple cards on your opponent's side of the field, but with the added bonus in the Salamangreat strategy, you can make this card 5,300 and have the ability to attack twice. Now, just like all of these other strategies, Salamangreat does have its apparent weaknesses. Nibiru is one hell of a card. Nibiru literally is the bane of Salamangreat's existence, but I've actually concocted a Salamangreat deck that can help fight that. I was so confident in this Salamangreat deck, I even took it to locals. The first locals in 3 years. So if you want to see a little bit of Salamangreat, make sure to check out that video. I'm even considering giving you guys an updated deck profile because the deck is still fire, like flames. A stupid underrated deck from the Phantom Rage set. I didn't think that this deck was really good until I saw it in action. The Virtual World strategy is a very powerful strategy based on Synchro 6, Synchro 9s, Rank 3s, Rank 6, and Rank 9. Now, immediately off the top of my head, some really powerful cards come to mind. I mean, seriously powerful cards. And just knowing that the Virtual World strategy has access to every single one of these cards, boy, I've been waiting for Synchro 9s and Exceed 6s to be really good for quite some time. Virtual World's main boss monster, Virtual World QB Shin. It sounds like I'm saying Shin twice. I'm saying Shin twice. Is a rank 9 monster that is a walking macrocosmos. It'll banish any card sent to the graveyard. This card can also bring itself back to the side of the field, so yeah. But more importantly, the Virtual World strategy also has access to some of the most powerful rank 9s like True King of All Calamities and Synchro 9s like Trishula. I know that got your attention. Trishula and Calamities in the same deck? Boy, that make you want to do the Ric Flair, whoa! Did I do it right? I'm just gonna stick to the whoa. Now, the huge problem with the Virtual World strategy seems to be hand traps. A good amount of hand traps, which just so happens to be crammed into every competitive Yu-Gi-Oh deck, will kind of suppress the Virtual World strategy. But I think it's a strategy that is really good against meta decks like Dino, as well as combo decks like Infernoble Knight and Rocket Dragon Link, just because of True King of All Calamities and Virtual World QB Shinshin. Now, I know for a few weeks I've been telling you that this deck is sauce, but trust me and trust the process, this deck is sauce. Buster Blader is one of the best decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! I know, I never thought I would be saying that. We're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Where Dark Magician and Red Eyes are being played in almost every single deck, and Buster Blader is one of the best decks. It really feels like 2004 childhood when Feral Servant just dropped, and yeah, it's really weird to be seeing these cards around everywhere. Now, the Buster Blader strategy is heavily reliant on summoning 2 monsters to your side of the field. One of them is Buster Blader, the Dragon Destroyer, the Dragon Swordsman, the Buster Blader Fusion guy. What the Buster Blader Fusion monster does is that it can't attack directly, but it gains 1,000 attack for every dragon monster on your opponent's field and graveyard. It also changes all dragon monsters on your opponent's field to defense position, and it also negates their effects. Now, while Buster Blader Fusion can't attack directly, it actually inflicts piercing damage to your opponent's monsters, so if they have about 10 dragons, this guy will be 12,000 attack. This alone is already really good against decks like Rocket Dragon Link. It's literally a blowout against them, but against other strategies that don't play dragon, there's always Buster Dragon. What Buster Dragon does is make every single monster on your opponent's side of the field a dragon type. Soon enough, you're gonna be dragging these nuts all over your opponent's field because they ain't gonna be activating any monster effects. That was inappropriate. I'll try to be more appropriate next time in the future. Buster Dragon also allows you to special summon a Buster Blader from your graveyard to your side of the field if you do not control one. Why, thank you. And also allows you to equip a Buster Blader monster you control with a Destruction Sword card. So, I mean, you could equip Destruction Whelp to your Buster Blader cards and use it for what it was intended to. Yeah, that's a thing in this deck. The Buster Blader strategy is terribly powerful. Being able to special summon both of these monsters, all you need to do is have a dragon monster in the graveyard and one trap card. This means you can easily lock your opponent out from playing the game and then turn around and use your Buster Blader, the Destruction Sword Destroyer, Dragon Destroyer Sword guy, to completely wipe your opponent's life points in one blow. Now the next weakness is obviously decks that aren't Monster Alliant, but those don't exist right now. Well, that is all that I have for today. It was really exciting to make another awesome video for you. And of course, if you want to see more, you already know what to do with that subscribe button and that like button. Also, be sure to check out these two other videos. I know they'll blow your mind because it's the TheCaliEffect content, duh. Stay safe, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video.